I want to work on love.
Okay. Who here loves love? Yeah, all right, we can carry on.
I really want to be in a relationship and have a family, and I'm going to be 39, and I'm like, okay, like,
Okay.
I am a child of divorce.
Just evidence for your story. Yeah.
And I did like meet someone when I was 20 that was very much like a soulmate, madly in love.
Okay.
Literally worshiped the ground this man walked on.
Yes.
We got married. I was so happy. And then I found out he was like living a double life. It was a very wild scenario.
Okay.
And then 2 weeks later, my brother was murdered,
Okay.
missing and murdered. As you can imagine, totally decimated me.
Yeah.
It's been 11 years. I've done a ton of healing around
Since
it.
both happened? Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
I want it all back. I want to like meet someone and build a life and do the thing. But
Yeah. So first of all, you want to realize, folks, that when you say things that are a lie, anything that comes after that is not going to exist. It can't. Right? So you can't go back to what you had. Now, I get what's implied with it, but energetically, because you're trying to fulfill on something that's impossible, you keep sustaining, which is the part you get to be right about, not having a relationship. So what is it that you think you want by going back there?
I guess the feeling.
It's a feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really, at the end of the day, you're after a feeling. You're not even after the dude that you worshipped, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Double life, all that.
Yeah.
He really didn't sound that great.
Not.
Sounds like you were more than anything, you were naive.
Yes.
I certainly remember when I fell in love at
naive.
20, I was really not that smart. So
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
go back to that. Right. Yeah, okay, but can you see in the way that Juliana tells the story of I want to go back there, can you see that's something literally impossible to fulfill on? Yes?
Yeah.
You-
It's hard to let go. I mean, I'm just like, I
was
want
gonna
the feeling
say,
so bad.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, this is kind of beautiful, right? You can see how subtle but powerful
stuckness.
the resistance
Yeah,
is.
totally.
When you're looking backwards, can you see just energetically, like the analogy I like to use because it's very visual and it makes sense, is it's like you're driving a car, but the way that you're trying to get somewhere is you're looking in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
And you wonder why you keep running into shit, right? So you're, through no fault of your own, you're looking backwards. You have all of this romanticized idea of this, like, you know, this incredible man who really wasn't that incredible, but nonetheless gave you an experience that you've become attached to and you've associated it in time and space. And it's 20 years ago. And now you're trying to fulfill on that here, which has got nothing to do with 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? That's how it occurs, right? I'm 39, the baby, the da-da-da, the
Yeah.
ticking, I'm from a divorced family, da-da-da, right? All of the evidence as to why it's not working, like you're basically fucked, right? Or not, as the case may be. That's terrible. Sorry. So what you're looking for is presence. The only place any of you have any power is where you are. And most of you aren't where you are. And then you wonder why you're not powerful. Literally, the only place we have to get to is where we are, but because our mind is so preoccupied with psychological time, with the hurt, as I said, from a history that we haven't yet accepted, and the fear for a future that we anticipate is going to happen, which is all completely made up, why the hell would we be relaxed and present? I'm too busy trying to fucking survive. Human beings are literally wired just to make it, just to try and survive. In your case, it's not pain, but it is heartache, it's love, it's the fear of not having a family. These are pretty hefty things for a woman particularly, and with the significance of your age, which adds more pressure, which creates more urgency. When you're urgent, are you more present or less present?
Less.
Do you see? So you get to fulfill on it all the time. So if you fell in love with a guy who just made the guy from 20 years ago look like a complete loser, in 2 months from now, in a way that you didn't even comprehend what love was. Mm-hmm. That this man embodied a space that really was authentic safety, reverence for the feminine, committed to being a father, who had the utmost respect for you. He adored you, he inspired you. And that's the future that you're stepping into. How would you feel right now?
Like awe, maybe?
Yeah, it's kind of like a bit like you're blushing a bit, right? It's kind of a little unbelievable.
Yeah.
And almost, I'm going to assert, maybe something you don't quite even deserve.
Yeah, I think there's like an element of like, who me?
Like, are you still talking to me?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but that tells us a lot about the way you view yourself, doesn't it?
Yeah. Clearly, I'm like, oh, that hurts to say, but yes, yes.
Well, I'm not here to pander, but
Yeah.
I'm here to help you see what's in the way, which is the hurt, right? As I said, hurt and scared, commensurate. So the way that Juliana views herself, I'm going to assert, isn't that great. Welcome to humanity.
Right.
But I'm in the business of helping you see how extraordinary you are. You just have a shitty view of yourself. As a way to help everybody get something from this, what's the lie about the love you're looking for? Where's love for you?
I guess it seemed to be outside of me.
Yeah. I mean, most people here would probably think love is outside of them. So then if love is outside of you, what are some of the things Juliana does?
Like wait for love,
Yeah, sometimes you wait for it, but then sometimes what do?
chase it.
Chase it, yeah. But it all occurs that you're looking for something outside of you.
Yeah.
And you got the evidence, head over heels, this guy that you worship the ground he walked on. And I'm going to assert that in ways that you're not necessarily consciously aware, you're still energetically tied to him.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree because I still think about him, so I feel like that's a tie.
Yes. But you're not thinking about him. Your thoughts are confirming the illusion of what you think he represents. Do you get that? That's good news. Because what it actually is doing is it's showing that you're manufacturing the experience. You're using him as the excuse. Somebody just get something from that? So what's the good news about that?
I'm doing it.
You're doing it. Yeah. But as long as you think it's because of something, some person you're thinking about, you don't take ownership. But if you're under the impression that the reason you feel what you feel, which is this energy, what you call love, that you're chasing, is because of someone who's not even in your life, it's literally a figment of your own imagination, then you have to not understand that you are the author of your own experience, which is the precursor to also manifesting, the buzzword, the life to represent that. So again, if I cut to the fact that I said this, I painted this sort of Prince Charming, perfect, he reveres you, he respects you, he inspires you, he's beautiful, he takes care of himself, he has all the attributes that you would attribute to the ideal man for you. And he's in a timeline called your future, heading towards you. 2 months from now.
That's great.
Well, I don't know if it is. That's
No?
what I'm really inquiring with you. Is
Okay.
it really great? Are you nervous? You said you'd be in awe. You might be like, shit, I've got some work to do. I've got to clean out my closet. If he sees my garage, it's going to be really embarrassing. Right? There might be some shit in your life that you'd want to tidy up.
Yeah.
Fair?
Sure.
But because love is something that you wait for, why would you do that now? Do you see? See, we're all waiting for an excuse to get on with our life instead of getting on with our life and allowing life to present what is appropriate for the new frequency that we embody by virtue of being responsible and authors over the life we're creating. And it's human. We're all idiots, but not realizing how powerful we are. As I said at the beginning, you're creating whether you realize it or not. It's just what most people are creating is an avoidant energy. It's in a reaction to a future that you are desperately trying to avoid. And I promise you doing everything you can to inspire and attract love, which confirms the fact that it's not there, it's not on the way, and you don't have it. And you're a beautiful, smart woman. I'm not saying this to make you feel inadequate, but just to notice the insanity of how the brain works, or doesn't work. But what I want you to realize is that you, again, using the image of looking through the rearview mirror to try and find a fulfilling or inspiring future, which I get is what you're really dedicated to, doesn't work.
Yeah.
And to come back to what is the lie, and what did I ask about where is the love? Where are you looking for it?
Outside of me.
Outside of you. Yeah. So why is that a lie?
Because, everything I'm experiencing is inside of me.
Correct. So who were you with that man?
Who was I?
Who were you? That's what you want. You don't want him. You want the you that you were with him.
Right. Just, yeah, that, I was just so open.
What else?
I mean, I didn't really know, I didn't really know pain yet,
Yeah, that's the naivety and the innocence. But there was a joy, there was a freedom, there was an inspiration, there was a, whatever you call it, the openness, right?
Yeah.
You had a sense of possibility for the future, of what was going to happen, the family, the marriage, the
Yeah.
trips, right? All of that. But you generated that.
Yeah.
You just associated it with him. And the lie is, because he's not in your life, that you've lost that.
Yeah.
But that's a lie.
Yeah.
One of the greatest things I learned from a relationship coach many years ago was she said, we don't fall in love with the other person. We fall in love with the version of us that we get to be through and with the other person. Isn't that cool? Because love becomes so personified, right? It's over there with them. So then that's when the control and the manipulation and the devastation happens if they leave. It's like, well, the love is over there. No. They're the catalyst to reveal the love that is your nature.
So the one thing that confuses me is it was all in me,
Yeah,
but you don't replicate that level of deep love with
I
just-
do.
Really?
Well, you said you're talking to me.
Okay, so
It's one way to stay safe, isn't it?
you're able to replicate very, very deep love with
Yes,
literally
that's my nature.
anyone.
Why would I do this? Why would I do this right now?
Damn, okay, well I want to go where you're going, so.
Well, you're here, so let's
Okay.
do it right now. Isn't that what you're looking for?
Clearly, you just expanded me. I didn't know that was possible, honestly.
That's love, isn't it? That's why we're here. That's awe-inspiring, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really the most beautiful thing I've ever heard, honestly.
Well, thank you. We might have just cracked you open to your real nature, yeah.
Yeah.
Just sit with that. That's you. Don't collapse it with me. Nothing to chase there, is there?
No.
Welcome to you.
You.
Now, what becomes possible for Juliana if you live from that place?
God, it's just, life is basically 1 million times more beautiful. Just loving with an open heart every single person,
Yeah.
every moment. I mean, it's, very different.
It's really touching you, huh? Don't hold it back. That's where a man will meet you. That's where the right man will meet you.
Yeah, and it's it won't matter. It's a blessing, but I'm getting it everywhere. So.
You're getting it everywhere because you're the source of it. So we now get to bathe in the essence of what you just discovered for yourself, for which we're the lucky recipients. And any man would be blessed to be in that space with you. And dare I say, you might crack him open to find it in himself. Because otherwise he's going to be telling a story 20 years from now where he met this amazing woman and he's trying to get back there. Cool, huh?
Yeah, so a whole new life, really.
Well, that's the intention. It's a whole new life because literally you just discovered what was on the other side of the lie. As I said, you can't build anything on top of a lie. But in the absence of the lie, you revealed the truth, which is the essence of who you are, which is love itself.
Yeah.
You were trying to be loved, and now you just discovered that you get to be love.
Yeah.
Entirely different existence. That makes this a much better planet to be on. That's my commitment. Cool, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.